Today we are going to revise mathematics paper 1 June 2024. Ndobe para to revise an asiri tione kuti taifanira kuanswer sei. So we are going to start. What do you say night everyone? Alright, it's fine. We're going to start with the first question. Is 0 minus 3. Final answer is 3 because negative. That's a positive. Then the second one is 8 over 3, and is a recurring decimal. Sakapanapa. Since is a recurring decimal, it means there is a certain number that keeps repeating itself over and over again up to infinity. So 3 into 8, that's 2 times. Remember, 2. Then 3 into 20, that's 6 times. Remember 2. You also add a 0 6 times. Add a 0 6 times. So you are going to see that you are going to have 6 up to infinity. So as a recurring, that's 2,6. Then when you have 0, that's recurring. This means recurring, right? If it were two numbers repeating itself, we're going to 2,67. So you write 67, then you show that it's a recurring decimal. Let's switch to the next question. Next question, that's C, root 1 and 11 over 25. This is very simple and straightforward. They want you to find its square root. So what you simply do is you write it as an improper fraction, and to write it as an improper fraction, 1 times 25 plus 11, that's 36 over 25. You all know the square root of 36 and the square root of 25. So it's plus or minus 6 over 5. But remember, ZIMSEC requires you to simplify as far as possible unless told otherwise. So your answer, your final answer here will be plus or minus 1 and 1 over 5. This will be your final answer. Remember, it's just 1 mark. Then next question, which is number 2. Number 2. Remember, go and bring some water for me. 2. Nasdaq and 2 over 3 was what I like. Divided by 2. Thank you so much. This is very simple and straightforward. Yeah, but unfortunately, under examination conditions, you cannot drink water. I believe so. Right, so now you are going to write this as an improper fraction. 6, 7, 8, so it's 8 over 3 times 1 over 2. Because remember this, you are going to change it. You are going to multiply this, the same as 2 over 1. When you are multiplying, then the numerator and denominator exchange. 2 here once and 2 here 4 times. So the final answer here will become 1 and 1 over 3. Because remember, you must simplify as far as possible, unless told otherwise. Any questions? No questions. Fine. Find number 2B. Find the value of 9 plus 6 divided by 3. Remember, in this case, you use BEMDAS. And when you're using BEMDAS, if you don't have brackets, you're going to introduce the bracket. So let's introduce them. Start by division 9 plus 2. Our final answer here becomes 11. Then we're done. That's our final answer. We are moving on to the next question. What is the next question asking us to do? Excuse me. 0,032 divided by 0,4. It's asking us to evaluate this. That's the second question that we have. They just said evaluate. So when you're evaluating, you're just going to evaluate, right? 0,032 over 0,4. This is the same as that. So what are you going to do here? For you not to have complications, you can write this as 32 over 1,000. Or anyways, let us do what is simple. Let's do what is simple. Let's remove this comma, and remove this comma by multiplying the right by 10. So that's 0,32 divided by 4, like this. And if you simplify it further, 0 into 4 into 0, that's 0, comma 4 into 3. 4 cannot enter into 3. So you write a 0. Then 4 into 32. How many times does 4 enter into 32? 8. So 8 here. That would be your final answer. Or 8 over 100. But 8 over 100 has to be reduced, right? And reduce it by, you can use 4. Yes, 4 here 2 times. In 4 here, that's 2 times remember. Then 4 into 20, how many times? That's 5 times. So either this or 2 over 25. Because they just asked us to evaluate. So you can leave it like that or 2 over 25 is up to you. Now let's move on to the next question. Three learners A, B, and C contributed $20, $30, and $50 respectively. Respectively, it means in that same order. They bought a packet of sweets with 150 sweets worth $100. Write down the ratio of the money they contributed in ascending order in its simplest form. In ascending order, it means starting with the smallest going up. Descending, it means from up going down. So the ratio could be just 2 is to 3 is to 5. Since they contributed $2, $20, $30, and $50. Then B, if the three learners shared the sweets in the ratio of the money they contributed. Calculate number of sweets C got. Okay, so this is A, this is B, this is C. We now want to calculate number of what number of sweets C got. Number of sweets C got is 5 over 10 times 150 sweets. You just do this. And then here you want to be going to multiply 15 by 5, which will give you 75, right? 15 by 5, this is to give us what power? You see, I'm now writing dollars to give you 75 sweets. So C got 75 sweets. Okay, 15 times 5, that's how you get it. 25, 5 carry 2, then here 5 plus 2, 7. So it's 75 sweets. Now let's move on to the next question. Any questions? No questions. Fine. That is great. So far, so good. Number 4. There is number 4. To use A and B are 3 kilometers apart, right? So we have A and B. This is A, this is B. They are 3 kilometers apart. Fine. Let's check the other information. UAE is 150 meters above sea level. So it means from here, it's above sea level. If sea level is here, and this is what? 150 meters. So it's 150 meters above sea level. If there is no any other information that we are given, because, okay, to use their 3 kilometers apart, it means B is also 150 meters above sea level. Let us check the other information. The person on top of UA sees the peak of UB at an angle of elevation of 15 degrees. So it means B is slightly above A at an angle of elevation of what? 15 degrees. So B, let me do this. So this is 150 meters as well, and B is not here. B is at an angle of elevation of 15. So B is somewhere here, right? Because the person on UA sees the peak of UB. Are you understanding? The person here sees the peak of B at 150. Is it at 15 degrees? So this is 15 degrees. That's the angle of elevation. Remember, angle of elevation is the moment you treat your line of sight, you know that it's is apart. So here we have 90 degrees here. And 3 kilometers, so our 3 kilometers is here. Right, that's the diagram, right? Use as much information is given below as it is necessary. Why are we giving this information? Because this is paper 1, we don't use a calculator, right? We are given sine 15, value of sine 15, cos 15, and tan 15. Find the height of UB above sea level. Okay, height of UB above sea level. We're going to say 150 plus from here to there. Right? So our mission here, or our focus here, is to calculate this part. And how do we calculate this part? You have 3 kilometers. You can use sine rule, right? Because you must know that sine 90 is 1. What did I say? Yes, that's the value of sine 90. So if you use sine rule, 3 kilometers over sine 90 is equal to, let us call this x, right? X over sine 15. Like this. Are we together? Remember, you already know that sine 90 is 1. So this is 1. 1 times x, that's x, equals 3 times. What is the value of sine 15? We are told the value of sine 15 0.2588, right? 0.2588. So we're going to say 0.2588 times what? Times 3, like this. Let's, I'm going to write the answer somewhere. 3 times 8, that's 24, right? 4 carry 2. 3 times 8, 24 plus 2, 26. 6 carry 2. 3 times 5, that's 15. 15 plus 2. 15 plus 2, that's 17. 7 carry 1. 3, 6 plus 1, 7. So 0.7764. So it means x will be equal to 0.777. That's a double 7, right? 0.7764. 0.7764 kilometers. That's the value of x. So for us to get, the question is asking us, find the height of UB above sea level. So height of UB above sea level, we're going to say 150 plus what? Plus that 0, chakuti, right? And then if you add that, if you have, don't you have papers? I want you to add that. Can you add that? Is I will be erasing the board. Okay, let me erase just this 150 plus 0.7764. It's easier, just adding that the number, just that. But there's something that I want to clarify. 150 is what? The 150 that we have. It's meters, isn't it? Right? The 150 that we have is meters in 0, you said 0.7764, right? 0.7764, this is kilometers. Because the 3 that we're using is kilometers in kilometers. Are we together? So we cannot add it directly. What we have to do first is we must change this from kilometers to what? To meters. Or we can change, they said our answer should be given in what? They didn't say anything. So, or we can change this to kilometers. So what is easy probably is to convert this to what? To meters. And how do we convert this to meters? We are now using proportion, isn't it? 1 kilometer, we want to change this to what? To meters. Remember, 1 kilometer is equivalent to 1,000 meters. Are we together? So for us to convert, you must know that here we are going to get what? Here. How are we going to get? We are changing these kilometers to what? To meters, right? So I think this might confuse you. If we are converting kilometers to meters, what do we do? 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters, right? And we have 0.7764 kilometers. We want to change them to meters. I'm asking, what do we do? We check. This is 1, this is less than 1, right? So what kind of fraction am I going to use? Or am I going to get more or less? Yes, I'm going to get less. So I use proper fraction, right? Proper fraction, it means this is going to be on top. Are we together? So we're going to multiply this by 1,000. We just move this comma 3 times 1, 2, 3. So it's 776,4 meters. Are we together? So for us to get, I want you to bring a big. Right. Is this clear? Yes. So we are going to say this plus what? Plus 150. Yes. We're going to say that plus 150. 77,4 meters plus plus 150,0. So 4, 6, 12, right? 9. 926,4 meters. So that's the height of B above sea level. 926,4 meters. That's the height above sea level. Is it clear? Yes. Any questions? Now number 5. How many minutes do you think? 16 minutes. 16 minutes. That's fine. This question now, they're asking us, we are told that in the diagram, is it clear on the board? Yes, it's clear. Yeah. They are asking us the value of what? Let me draw it so that I find PQR. PQR. Let me just draw it. This is 300 degrees, and this is x, this is x. PQR. They're asking us to find angle Q. PQR. It's very simple to find angle Q because remember this is this, right? And angle extended squares angle circumference. So angle Q is equal to 30, 60 divided by 30 degrees. Are we together? Yes. Because we are told, remember, this is, it doesn't matter if this is center or not, but this 300, the complete revolution will give us 360. That's why that is 60. And then the next question, B, find x. X is very simple to find. Why? Because this is a four-sided shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. It's a four-sided shape, right? Since it's a four-sided shape, remember, sum of angles on a four-sided shape, this is 30, right? It gives you 360 also. Sum of angles on a quad gives you 360. Are we together? So we are going to say x plus x, that's 2x, plus 300 plus 30. This should give us what? 360. Is that clear? Yeah. So 2x equivalent to 360 minus 300 plus 30, that's 330. So we are removing 330. 2x is equivalent to what? To 30, right? Then we divide both sides by 2 and get by 2. So x is equivalent to 15. Please ask if you have any questions. No, no questions? No. Okay, if there are no questions, we are moving on to the next question. Solve this Martinez equation. This Martinez equation, I know that you don't like substitution method. So because of that reason, I told you before that I shall be using substitution method in each and every question of what? Of Martinez, isn't it? Because you like to use QI equals x minus 8. So this is very simple. This is equation 1 and this is equation what? 2. So we're going to substitute equation 1 and equation 2, right? So 2y equals, so this is the value of x, 3 minus 3y minus 8, right? So it will be now 2y plus 3y equals 3 minus 8 plus negative 5. 2y plus 3y plus 5y. 5y equals negative 5. So you divide both sides by 5 and get by 5. So y is equal to negative 1. So we now have the value of y, which is negative what? 1. And we are going to substitute that value of y, which is negative 1 on equation 1. So x is equal to 3 minus 3 times negative 1. X is equal to 3 plus 3, right? This times that's a 3. So x is equal to 6. Therefore, x is equivalent to 6 when y is equal to negative 1. Any question? No question. Right? So we're moving on to number 7. Number 7. A rectangular wall measuring 6 meter by 5 meter is a window measuring 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter. The wall needs to be painted. Calculate the area of the wall to be painted. Excuse me. Alright, I'm going to draw this. A rectangular wall. Rectangular means a rectangle. They say it's 6 meter by 5 meter. And then what else did they say? It has a window 1.5 meter by 1.5. So 1.5 is the window by 1.2 meters. Calculate area to be painted. This is an indirect question of shaded region. So this is the area that is going to be painted because we don't paint a window, right? How are we going to calculate that? Area of a bigger shape minus area of a smaller shape. 6 and 5, that's 30 square meters. And then 1.5 by 1.2. 0 here, 5, 1. Then here 10, 0 carry 1, 2, 3. So you are going to add 0, 8, 1. And there's a comma here, right? Square meters. So this is the window is 18 square meters. That's the window, 18 square meters. Not 18, it's 1.8 because we count 1.8 square meters. You understand? Two numbers after the comma, so the comma is not supposed to be, So the window is 1.8 square meters. So 30 square meters minus 1.8. So let me remove the square meters first. 30 minus 1.8. 0. So this is 2. This 2. And this becomes 2. So 28.2 square meters. That's the area of the wall that is going to be painted. 28.2 square meters. Okay, the next question is number 8. Number 8 is our next question. The inverse set A and B such that the inverse set, that's the question. The inverse set x is greater or equal to 1 but less than or equal to 20, and x is an integer. Remember, integer means a whole number. And A, we are told that A is x such that x is less than 10. So we have to list all elements of B. B is a perfect cube. A perfect cube is a number that multiplies itself by 3. Or a number that we get after a certain number is multiplied by 3 or multiplied itself. A perfect cube is a number that we get after a certain number multiplied itself 3 times. So a perfect cube from 1 to 20, the first one is 1. So elements of B equals. The first one is 1 was 1 cubed equals to 1, 2 cubed equals to 83 cubed equals to 27. So elements of B here, we only have 2. 1 and 8. only. List all elements of B. That's what we only have. Then next one, A intersection B. A intersection B. We must write elements of A first. So what are the elements of A? A is numbers less than what? Less than 10. So A elements of A, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are elements of A. So A intersection B, it means those elements that we can find in A and in B at the same time. 1 and 8. 1 and 8. That's A intersection B. Hence or otherwise, state the relationship between sets A and B. So the relationship between sets A and B is that A is all the elements that are in B. You can also find them in A. So what's the relationship? B is a proper subset of A. That's the relationship. B is a proper subset of A. Relationship between A and B. B is it clear? Do you have any question on that? B is a proper subset of what? Of A. Now let's move on to the next question. Express 732 times 10 to the power negative 1 in standard form. We just change this to standard form 7,32 times 10 to the power 12 times 10 to the power negative 1. So it will eventually become 7,32 times 10 to the power 2 plus negative 1 is 2 minus 1 times 10 to the power 8. Can you simplify it? Then it B. 3 towns A, B, and C are situated along a straight road, such that town C is 4 times 10 to the power 2 kilometers from town A, and town B is these kilometers from town A, 1,88 times 10 to the power 2. Find the distance of town B from town C. Give answer in standard form. Okay. Let us write it. A, B, and C are situated along a straight road, such that C is 4 times 10 to the power 2. 4 times 10 to the power 2, 4 times 10 to the power 2, that's 400. It's 400 kilometers. So C is 400 kilometers from A. From C to A, this is 400 kilometers from C to A. Now, such that C is from town A and B is 1,88, that's 188 kilometers from town A. B from A is 188 kilometers. Right? That's the diagram. So the question is, find the distance of town B from C. I will just subtracting. Distance of town B from C, we are just subtracting 400 minus 188. Give the answer in standard for minus 188. So we just give the answer for here. That's 2. This becomes 9, right? And this becomes 204 kilometers. 2, 1 times 10 to the power 2 kilometers. The answer in standard form because originally we given 2, 12 times 10 to the power 2 kilometers. That's the distance of B from C. Round off, number 10, we are rounding off.
Yes.
Comma 80. Firstly, correct to the nearest $10 is the same as correct to the nearest 10. So we look at units. This is why so heading money belongs to you. So you end up with 10. 0, 0, 0, 10,000. That's your answer. To the nearest 10. Correct to the nearest centimeter. 3.5. 3 is actually 3.1 centimeters. We are running correct to the nearest centimeter. This is very simple. To the nearest centimeter, it just becomes 3. It becomes 3 centimeters. Because if you try to convert this, this is the same as 3,5 into 10, 3,2. So 3,2 to the nearest centimeter is 3 centimeters. But if it was 3,5, it was going to be 4. Express 432 as a product of its parameters. 432 as a product of its prime factors. Right. 432, you just do this and then you start to divide by the prime factors or the prime number. You start by 2 here, 2 times, 2 here, 1, 2 here, 6 times. Then 2 here, that's 1, 2 here, that's 8 times. 2 here, 5 times, and here 4 times. 2 here, that's 2 times, and here 7 times. Then 3, 3, 3, 1. Like this. It means the answer 432 is the same as 2 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 3 to the power 2. Or 2 times 2 times 2, 4 times 3 times. Okay, now, next question. Let's find the smallest number by which 432 must be multiplied to get a result, which is a perfect square. Okay. Find the number, find the smallest number by which 432 must be multiplied to get a result, which is a perfect square. Right, for us to get a perfect square here, we must multiply by which smallest number? By 3. Right, if you multiply this by 3, what are we going to do? 432. Multiply by 3, what do you do? 1,290. Okay, a question like
96.
huh?
96.
1,296 by 3. What did you get? 1,296. Alright, if you multiply it by 2, what do you get?
By 2.
$800 and what? In 64. It's fine. I want us to check something. It's nothing there. I think there is a error. Because these results, these ones, this, and that are already giving us a perfect square. You understand? So let's check. Here is in here. 3 into 27, that's 9. That's it. Then 3 into 9, 3 into 7, 9. That's it. Then 3 into 9, 10, so this 3 here should be to the power 3. Should be to the power 3. Now it makes sense. You understand? Because for us to get a perfect square, we must group in twos. You understand? So it is this only 3 that is not having another pair. You get what I'm saying? So we then multiply by what? By 3. What do you say?
Yeah.
You don't just say 3, right? You don't just say 3. Unaona kuti zviri kuigurupika here in twos in twos in twos. Kana zviri kwana because apa tine 2 200 apa tine 2 posara 1. So tikuda umwe 3 kuti iite perfect what? Square. In that case patata eliminate 3. Yanga itongori perfect square with this times. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how you get the answer. So you have to be careful about eliminate anything, right? Now let's move on to the next one. Next question. A green grocer bought 8 oranges for 640. 80 oranges for $640 and sold them $15 each. Find percentage profit made. So the first thing you do here is you must multiply 80 by 50 for you to know how much. So 15 by 80. 0, 8 times 5, that's 40, right? 0, 34, how would you get? 8 times 1, 8 plus 4, that's 12. So the orange is sold for 1,200. The question is asking us percentage profit made. So we're going to subtract 1,200 minus 640. I want you to subtract this. 1,200 minus 640. Do that first and tell me what will be the answer. Right? So we are not going to say 560. 560 divided by 640, right? Times 100. Those want to calculate percentage profit. You understand? So we cancel here, cancel here. Then, excuse me. Let's try to divide it by 2 here. Or even by 4. 4 here, that's 1 to 4 into 24, that's 8. That's right. Yes, 4 into 24. Yes, that's 8 times. 8 times 4, that's 20. You understand? How would you get 8 times 4? 8 times 4. No, 8 times 4 is 32. So 4 into 24 is 6 times 6. 6 times 9 is 56. So you're right. So 6 times here. And 4 here, that's 2 times. Remember, 2, 4 into 3 plus 5 times. How would you get that? You can divide by what now? It's 50 divisible by 4. We just check 4 into 5 plus 1. Yes, it is. So 4 here, that's 4 times. And 4 here, excuse me, 1, remember 1, 4 into 16, 4. How to get it? Then we will also divide by what's going on. I think it's maybe it's on number. Something else, you know. Number say now 2 here, that's 2 times, right? And 2 here, that's 7 times, right? 7 over 2 times 2. Okay. 7 over 2 times what? 25. And let's say 25 times 7. 533, right? 14, 15, 16, 175. So 175 divided by 2. 175 divided by 2. That's the percentage. 2 into 17, that's 8 times. Is that so? The remainder one, which is 16. And 2 into 15 should be 7 times. So and half. 87.5%. Ask the question. 87.5%. That's the percentage profit, which is estimated, right? Do you have any question on that? No. Next question. How many minutes we have? A woman invested 4,000 in a bank at 3% simple interest. The money end was 240. Find time. Okay. This is simple interest. Remember, simple interest is the formula we said is equal to the principal rate and time over 100. So the interest is 240. Find the time taken. So the money, the principal was 4,000 times rate is 3% times time. Time is per annum, it means in years. The answer that you are going to get it in years. So let's reduce. We can cancel these zeros and cancel those zeros. So it's 240 equivalent to 40 times 3, it has to be 120. So 120 T. We divide both sides by 120 and here by 120. So we cancel this to be 2. It means the time is equal to 2 years. That was the time. 2 years. That was the total time taken. Number 12. Learner P walks to school every day, which is 5 kilometers from the learner's home. In order for the learner to reach the school at 7:15, the time at which lessons commence, the learner leaves home 5:45. Write 5:45 is time in our notation. 5:45 in 4-hour notation. That's 5:45 in 4-hour notation. This is AM, right? 5:45 AM. That's in 12-hour notation. If it was PM, 5 is 17. Now, next question. On one of the days, learner P arrived at school at 17:30. Find the time which learner P was late for the lessons. I simbuva ine maximum number. I simbuva na 5:45. Learner P walks to school every day, which is 5 kilometers. In order for the learner to reach school at 7:15. So for the learner to reach school at 7:15, for the learner to reach school at 7:15, the learner should move from home at 5:45. Now, on the other day, P arrived at school at 7:25. Find the time in which learner P was late for lessons. My lessons are right now 7:15, I did. So we are just going to say 7:25 minus 7:15. That's 0 and here it's 1. So was late with 10 minutes, right? The learner was late with 10 minutes. Calculate the average speed in kilometers at which learner P was walking on the day that the learner was late. Okay. Remember, how do we calculate speed? Triangle, okay? DST. Speed is equal to distance over time, right? Distance over time. So we have the distance here. Learner P walks every day 5 kilometers, distance is 5 kilometers. In order for learner to reach school at 7:15, the time at which the distance commences, the learner leaves at 5:45. Right? So distance here is 5 over. So I want you to calculate from 05:45 to 07:25. 05:45 to 07:25. How many hours in minutes we have? What they say? The speed, younger chance at the time the learner was late. So when you're calculating, this is very easy. But if it's 15 minutes, it's 15 minutes, it's 15 minutes. But if it's 25 minutes, it's 25 minutes. Turn it here, 0.1. Can you 40 minutes? Can you just 40 minutes? Can I be 15 up? Hapana 6. Can I be 20 up? Hapana 7. You understand? So it's 1 hour 40 minutes. I can come back 1 hour 40 minutes. So 1 hour 40 minutes. 1 hour 40 minutes. So we're going to write this. Remember, this 40 is over 60. So it's divided by 1 in 40 over 6. Like this. For us to get the average speed, we don't calculate activity time. So we're going to reduce here, we check, we cancel this and we cancel that. Then we can reduce 2 times 2 and 3 times. So this is equal to 5 over 3, 4, 5. 5 over 3. I want to get the proper fraction. So 5 is divided by 5 over 3. No, 5 times 3 over 5 is 7. So I found it what? 3 kilometers per hour. Is that clear? Any question? Any question? Ask any question. 3 kilometers per hour. That was speed. I tried this up. 3 kilometers per hour. Right? Ana anyone buza ega mtu ngarara always. Fine. Now we are moving on to the next question. Next question is number 13. Number 13 will be use the thing. So this is here, right? Using because of the power lines. So this is it. Also, TQP. Most you use the things. So this is 50. And this is 50. Right? I think the period here this is copy that it's for me. Isosceles triangle. So the next question. PTQ. PTQ. Fine. PTQ. PTQ. And these are also strong. See, these are also strong. This is so 180 that's what I'm doing. So 50 plus 8 and the place of then this one is equal to that. We use it. Understand? So it becomes easy. Using the concept of now, number 14 is probability. Number 14 now, we use like this is passes, this is passes, passes. One row pass. Two learners P blah 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 blah. The pass is 3/5. It means 3 is 2/5. Yeah, I'm going to show you. The read that 2 passes, the test is 2. We're going to read the question. This one needs to my conclusion. That is. Two learners P and Q write mathematics test. The probability that P passes the test is 3/5. The probability that Q passes the test is 2/5. Complete the tree diagram below by inserting the probabilities not given. It's fine. To insert my probability, I've seen what it is. On a probability 2/5. Yes, no problem. 3/5, 2/5. And this. I'm going to 2/3, 1/3. Most of us, if you add them, they should give us 1. So it means it will be 2/3 like this. Find the probability that only one of the learners passes the test. So probability that only one of the learners passes the test is very simple. Our probability passes the test, it means you get this 3/5 times pass and fail. 1/3. Unoboy 8 and it passes. The probability that only one passes, you get fail. So we don't take fail and pass. 2/5. Times 2/3. Do you have any question on that? So yeah, this cancels out that. So you end up with 1/5 plus 4/15 like this. Okay, so we're just going to add this 1/5 plus 4/15 plus 15. 3 times 3 so the probability that only one fails is 7/15. That's the probability. Then next question, which is number 50. Factorize completely 4x minus 2y. Factorize completely 4x minus 2y. Just takes out then item number 2, factorize 4x squared minus y squared. This is difference of two squares. So it will be 2x minus y, and let's start with plus. 2x plus y and 2x minus y, like that. Then the last equation, what are we asking? We want to find the lowest common, or otherwise lowest common multiple. Alright, lowest common multiple is very simple. We are just doing LCM. Remember, we will write 4 factors. So we have 2 here, then we have 2x minus y. So this 2x minus y is going to remove this one. So we mean what? 2x plus 1, like this. Remember, we write all the factors that we have. So this is the factors that we have, and we have those for the answer. Let's go ahead. So the answer here, lowest common multiple is equal to 2x minus y, then 2x plus y. Right, you write all the factors. So my factors are not 2x minus 1, 2x plus y. Then you take the highest powers. So that's the final answer. Number 16. Number 16. State the type of variation connecting the two quantities. I'm going to show. If you check the diagram that you have, when the other one is increasing, the other one is also increasing. So a variation like that we call it direct variation. Direct variation. That's the type of variation. Express D in terms of time. Alright? Express D in terms of time. The total time. Since it's direct variation, the type of relation is also covered Alright, so D directly varies itself. So D is equals to K L. G pari 150 AOI 14. Okay. Sarata Verna chain K is equals to 50. So D in terms of AO, D is equals to 50 L. That's D in terms of L. My track no with the rate variation. So about when go to the any Madi is our Then calculate amount of fuel in liters that will be required for distance of 480 kilometers. Right, so 480 kilometers distance. So 480 kilometers. 480 equals 50. Yeah. We need to write both sides by 50. Both sides are coming by this. Six times. So the number of meters is basically meters. Then number 17. We are now going to number 17. Number 17. Go. Not. This is great. All right. So we have here 8 kilometers. In the diagram above, school F 8 kilometers, you know school E. School G is 5 kilometers from school E on bearing of transport. Find the campus bearing of E from G. Campus bearing of E from G. So there's no right? No. Also, direction is not then. Pana kuna watu kutaka waita swali. Msolvu ni vitu no. Then uzasi. Then this side. Then this side is west. Fine. So since this is 240. If we remove 8, if we remove 90, if we remove 180, we are going to remove what? If we remove 180, 240, 180, 0, this is 14. 14 minus 8 is 60, right? How to get? So this is 60. If this is 60, if this is 60, this also is what? 6. So I am not 60 degrees east. That's the campus bearing. Not 60 degrees east. That's the campus bearing of E. Calculate the distance of school F from school G, leaving the answer inside. Distance of school F from school G. School F. Distance of school F from school G. That's the distance that you want. Giving your answer instead what? And 4. So how are we going to calculate this distance? This is 4 kilometers. Again, the information that we are given. So this is one copy from G. Here we have 5 kilometers, 8 kilometers, 3/6. Not only I want to say 3/6 minus 2 points. What do you get? Calculate that. What is it? 120. Oh, this one. This is 120. So this is 120. I'm going to try to erase this. This is on solar. So it's like this. It's 120. Here we have 120 degrees. And here we have 8 kilometers. And here we have 5 what? Like this. So what are the formula that we can use? We can use cosine. We can use cosine. But we are told to leave our answer in what? The set form. Check that now remove information in the here. No any other information in the here. Alright, fine. Let's try to calculate. We don't have any other option here but to use the cosine rule. Right? Remember the formula of cosine is a squared. In this case, we're going to put this in. Is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. How to get? So a squared is equal to 8. We have to make it 5 squared minus 2h times 5 cos 120. Like this. So a squared equals this gives us 64 plus 25 minus 8 times 2 times 5, that's 800. Should give us 80. You can calculate it off and tell me the answer that costs 120. That we're going to get 8 times 2 times 5. Right, fine. Now this squared equals, if you simplify this, what I'm going to get? That's a 9 here, then 6, 8 and 9 minus 8 cos 120. Right? I want you to double check my calculations with that. Double check. One is 64 plus 25, 89. Alright, fine. So now, the chancellor lesson let me explain a bit how do you get cos 120 and this, how do you get cos 120, but you should just know that the value of cos 120 is negative half. You understand? Just like the value of sin 90 is what? And cos 120 is negative. You understand? So square equals 89 minus 80 times negative half. That's it. So it will be square equals 89 negative together as a positive plus 4, right? And square equals 89 plus 4 129. 129. Oh, 129. So it will be 129. You want to get around it? Yeah, we will. So our answer a squared equals 129. So it will be squared. So root 129 kilometers. Since they said leave your answer in set form, right? Now we're moving on to number 18. How many minutes?
1 hour 5 minutes.
1 hour 5 minutes. Number 18. Find the value of y. Questions are everybody can also. Hello? Sorry, ndiri leseni ndipalai. Right, so now tichangotora pana y chete patrubuda. Pana y patrubuda. Kwekutanga apa y yakanangana na 6 minus 3y equals 9. So minus 3y equals 9 minus 6. So minus 3y equals 3. Therefore, say the minus 3 is minus 3. Y equals 1, like this. Is it our answer? Then we move on to simplify. 1 negative 3. Remember this order is 2 by 1 and 1 by 2. So our answer should be order is 2 by 1 and order is 1 by 8. So 1 times 1. Sorry, 2 times 1. Then you go by the side. Please, the answer should be 2 by 2. And it is. Then you go by the side. 2 by this one, you give it to 6. And number 3, that becomes our answer. But the 200 liters, 200 is some brackets, right? Like this. For this last question, given that is the inverse of find the value of x. Given that 1 negative x negative 2 and 9 is the inverse of 9x 2 and 1. Find the value of x. Remember, matrix times its inverse. It gives us what? A times inverse of A. It gives us identity matrix. So which one is inverse? This is inverse of that. So here is this times. Is it 1 minus 2 minus x 9? This should give us 1 0 0 1. You understand? The matrix times its inverse, it gives us that identity. Such a time we have to try to 9 times, remember here we do this in that way. 9 times 1 is 9. 2 times negative 2, so minus 2x. This should give us what? The negative should give us 1. You understand? This should give us 1. So it's minus 2x is equal to 1 minus 9. Minus 2x equivalent to minus 8. That says the minus 2 by minus 2. X is equal to 4. I'm going to explain again. Matrix times its inverse, it gives us what? Identity. But we are not going to But we are not going to waste time calculating. So if you calculate Tanga and then you go Tanga from one day, then you go Tanga, you definitely understand. That's why we quoted it with that other one. So x is equivalent to 4. Now we are moving on to number 19. Write down the value of 1 in the number 610 to the 7. 610 to base 7. Write down the value of 1. This is 6 times 7 plus 1 times 7 plus 0 times what? 7. So remember, this is 0 and this is what? 1. You understand? So the value of 1 is 7. Are we together? Yes. The value of 1 is what? Is 7. Then the B part, given the answer in this 9. We are adding 1, 1, 0, 1, 6, this 9 plus 8, 8, 1, this 9. Give the answer in base 9. 6 plus 1 plus 7. How many groups of 9 is there? 1 remainder 0. 0 remainder 0. 1 again remainder 0. So 2, 0, 0, 7 base 9. That's 1. Evaluate this manner that giving the answer in base 2. Okay, so in this case, I advise to convert it to base 10. And then you subtract, then you change it to base 2. In this one, because they want us to evaluate 1/4 base 5 minus 1, 2, 3 base 5. Give the answer in base what? In base 2. So we rather change the base 10 first. So 5 times 1 is 5, right? Plus 4, 9. 9 times 5. So here this is 4, 5. Goes 4, 5 plus 0 is 4, 5. Near 5 plus 2, that's 7. 7 times 5 is 35. 85 plus 3, what do we get? 88. Easily. So plus 30. 8 plus 5. 18. 3 carry 1. Up 4 plus 4 or 5 is 8. It becomes 83. So we are just going to change 83 to base what? To base 2. Because they want us to give the answer in base 2. So 83 base 2. 2 here 4, 1 remainder 1. 2 here 2, 0 remainder 1. 2 here 10 remainder 0. 2 here 5 remainder 0. 2 here 2 remainder 1. 2 here 1 remainder 0. 2 here 0 remainder 1. Remember, we read it from down going up, right? So it's the answer is 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1 plus 2. That's the answer. 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1 plus 2. That's our answer in this case. That's number 19. Number 19, 19C. Okay, let's try another way. Because what we did here, we didn't subtract this in base 10, isn't it? And in base 5. We subtracted it in base 10. Let's try to do it directly, subtract it in base 5 and see if we are going to get this amount. You understand what I'm saying? We subtract it in base 5. 140 base 5 minus 123 base 5. Base 5. This it comes, so this becomes 3 and 5. 5 minus 3 does 2, right? And 3 minus 2 does 1. 4 base 5. This is becoming 4 in base 5. Right? And what was our answer? 83. Let's try to convert 83 to base 5. 5 here, how many times? 1 remainder 3. 5 into 33, it's how many times? 6 remainder 3. So, without going any further, I want you to see something. We're supposed to just subtract it in base 5. You understand? Then we give our answer in base what? In base 2. So let's now convert 4 to base what? To base 2. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
So next time, don't do what we did. We convert it to base 10, and then you want to change. So you subtract it in base 5, and then you change your answer to base what? Base 2. So 5, 12. This 4 in base 5 in base 10 is 4. It's not 4 actually, it's 7. 5 times 1 plus 5 plus 2, 7. So 7 in base 2, 2 here plus 3 remainder 1, and 2 here plus 2 remainder 1, and 2 here plus 1 remainder 0, 2 here 0 remainder 1, 1, 0, 1. This becomes our answer. So this is the actual answer that we should get. I think I should drink water. You see, we keep making mistakes on this question. Huh?
What else you got?
Thanks. Okay. Pineapple. 2 into 7 is 3 times. Remember? 1. And this. Are we in agreement here? And 2 into 3, it's 1. 2 into 3, 1. Remainder 1. Then 2 into 1 is 0. Remainder 1. So our answer is 1, 1, 1 in this 2. Your answer change. And this question, in a 3 marks. Triple 1, that's our answer. We're going to number 20. Right, number 20, Jada, repeat and show up and in time. A man who went for a walk, he left home 9:30 a.m. His displacement time graph is given in the graph above. Find the time he arrived back home. So if you check fan up on that diagram, look on it. Yes. Right. The time he arrived back home, if you check, agaita 4 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4. Agaita 4 hours. So you're just going to say 9:30 plus 4. 9:30 plus 4 hours. 9:30 a.m. plus 4. So 9:30, 10, 11, 4 for 1. So it's 1:30 p.m. That's the time he arrived back home. 1:30 p.m. Then second question here. Total distance he walked. Total distance he walked, if you calculate kuyenda akafamba 6 kilometers. So kuyenda nekudzoka, it's 6 plus 6, and then it becomes what? 4 kilometers. Then probably last question, not last. Average speed for the whole journey. Average speed for the whole journey in kilometers per hour. Average speed for the whole journey in kilometers per hour. So average speed for the whole journey in kilometers per hour. Remember, speed is equal to distance over time. So distance is 4. Time is 4. It's 4. So 4 divided by 4 is equal to 3 kilometers per hour. That's the average speed. Amount of time men rested. So amount of time men rested. Zika paka rest and open straight line up. Wakatasa akaresta dzika pazasi apa akaresta 30 minutes plus 30 minutes since one kabosika mirror 30 minutes, which is 1 hour. So he rested 1 hour. But amount of time remain rested. Then number 21. Minutes 1 hour 20. 2 to the power 3 plus 2 to the power 2. This is the same as 8 plus 4. And then we have 4 power to the base. Then next one, negative 7x squared. Negative power to the power 0. Remember, a number to the power 0 is 1, but is a negative. The final answer is negative 1. Then last equation is upper 2 to the power 3 negative 2 over 3. If I multiply my power, so it's 2 to the power negative 2, which is the same as 1 over 4. Because it's 1 over 2 to the power 2 and 2 to the power 2 is 4. Right? 1 over 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 2 is 4. Then last equation, 3 to the power x times 3 to the power 2x equivalent to 27. Right, solve the equation. 1 alpha is 3 to the power x plus 2x is the same as 3 to the power 3. So 3x is equivalent to 3. We have both sides now 3, therefore x is equal to 1. Number 22 is the number 22, the last one. Oh, number 22 is last. What is number 24? Okay. Number 22 in the diagram, man. In the diagram, x centimeters A, E, B, 3 centimeters. We're going to see one at D, now 4 centimeters. Excuse me. Right, and a CE, a did not CE, he did not to number 2 centimeters. He did. Right, so now, and a CE, KSAGP is 24 square centimeters area. Name triangle similar to a CE. Similar to a CE. Yakana a CE. Since a yapana pakapana zakupana na D. Now a CE. So it's just DCB. That's the triangle that is similar. DCB. What does a mango zakapana? Sina. Right, find the x. Which one is the find the x. So that's the formula. CB is 9. Alright, so the formula is C over DC equals CE over CB equals AE over GB. Now, what is substitute? What am I going to get? Alright, so that is substitute. AC, Indian, we have AC x plus 3 centimeters. AC, the answer to the AC x plus 3 centimeters over DC, DC before equal. And what else can you x? CE is now 4 plus 2. CB, CE 4 plus 2, which is 8, 6. Right, over CB the 3. Like this. So we're just going to solve that equation. It's after cross multiplication, so it's 3C plus 9 equals 24, right? So 3C equals 24 minus 9. 24 minus 9, what will be your answer? 15. 24 minus 9 should be what? 15, and is it? So if 24 minus 9 is 15, and divide both sides by 3. So this should be 3x. So x is equal to what? 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. 24 minus 9, 15. 15 divided by 3. Right, then another question to understand one. Area of wait, is this 21 or 22? It's number 22. Calculate area of the quadrilateral of blah blah blah. Right, area of this quadrilateral ABDE. Area of this quadrilateral ya tokoda we must my way. That's not. That's not. CE over G DCB. Right, fine. So area of ABDE, area of this, put area of this bigger minus area of R. And when for us to find area of this part, we can use the area factor. You just split two sides, like AC like AC, other DC, and AC 5 plus 3, that's 8, right? 8 is 2. Then DC is 4. So this is the same as I want us to reduce is 2 is to 1. That is, it's 2 is to 1. So area factor here, that's 24, 2 is to 1. Area factor will square both, so it's 4 is to 1. And the continuum 4 is the bigger shape, which is 24. So if 4 is giving us 24, 1 gives us what? More or less? It gives us less, right? 1 gives us less. And if 1 is giving us less, it means we're going to use what kind of fraction? Proper fraction. So 1 over 4 times 24. One of the data, we use area factor. I want the area, it should be 6. So area, it's 6 of that one. So that one 6 is it? Oh, running in the first. Right, I want 6 square centimeters. Right? In town 6 square centimeters. Number 20.
Number 20. 22.
Town 6 square centimeters. It's fine. 6 square centimeters. So this is 6 square centimeters. And the chest edge is 24, right? So we're going to say 24 minus what? 6 minus 6. 24 minus 6, what do you get? 18. So it's 18 square centimeters. That's the area of triangle ABDE. 18 square centimeters. Now number 23. How many minutes do we have now?
1 hour 27 minutes.
1 hour 27 minutes. An 11-sided polygon has 9 of its exterior angles, which are each x degrees, and 2 which are each y degrees. The sum of 9 interior angles adjacent to angle x of the polygon is 1152 degrees more than the sum of 2 interior angles adjacent to angle y of the polygon. Form simultaneous equation in x and y using given information above. So that's 11-sided polygon. 9 of these are x. So to what is 9x plus 2y is equals to 360. Because sum of the 360. Then second statement, sum of 9 angles adjacent to x. Because interior and exterior they give us 180, right? So angles adjacent to x, their value is 180 minus x. 180 minus x. So sum of 9 angles adjacent to x is 100. So let's say x here minus x. We are going to multiply them by 9. Because they are 9 is 115 degrees more than sum of 2 angles. So 2 angles adjacent to y. Angles adjacent to y, we're going to say 180 minus what? Y. But these ones, they are saying they are 1152 degrees more, 1150 degrees more than this. So for them to be equal, we're going to say plus 1152, right? Then they will be balanced, they will be equal. So form 2 simultaneous equations in x and y using the information above. So the first equation is that one, the second will be this one. So we're going to simplify this one. So to simplify it, here 0. Yes. All right. Thanks for that. That 180 minus y, and then we forgot to multiply them by 2 because they are 2. And it's okay, so here there should be a 2 here. There's a 2 here. Since more than sum of 2 integer angles adjacent to y. So 180 minus y times 2 because they are 2. Now it's balanced. So let us simplify this. 9 times 8, that's 72, 237, right? 9, so 1610 minus 9x equals 360 minus 2y plus 1152. So we just need to simplify here. We have to simplify that 2y is 2y minus 9x equals 360 plus 1152 minus 1620. Since this paper doesn't require you or doesn't allow you to use a calculator, we're going to do this without using a calculator. So 2y minus 9x equals, we're just going to simplify this. 360 plus 1152 here 2 here 11 1 3 4 5 1 15 4. So 15 4 minus 16 20 2 minus 2. Right, I want to double check if our calculations are correct. Let us start with the bigger one. 1152 plus 360, right? Near 2. 5 plus 6 is 11, 131. 1 plus 1 plus 3 that's 5, right? Then near 1. 15 4. So 15 4 minus 16 20. 15 4 minus 16 20. Our answer shall be negative. 2 minus 0, that's a 2, right? 1 minus 2, it becomes. You see the mistake that we are doing. In this case, we must say the bigger minus the smaller. Why are you not telling me? 1620 minus 154. But our answer should give you what? A negative. You understand? Because when you're saying bigger minus smaller, you say when you're saying smaller minus bigger, you say bigger minus smaller, but you take some of the bigger, right? Then this becomes 210. This is 8, right? 2 minus 2, that's a 0. 6 minus 1 minus 5, that's a 1. So negative 108. That is our answer. Is that clear? Yes. So it's 2y minus 9x equals to minus 108. These are two equations that we're supposed to have here. Then solve this simultaneous equation. So to solve this simultaneous equation, we're going to use the elimination method that we like in this case. So equation 1 plus equation 2, right? This plus that will get a 4y. Then this plus that 0, and this plus that we go to 360 minus 0. This is 1. This is 2 in the year 5 in the year 2 equals to 252. So we divide both sides by what? By 4. And here by 4. This cancels out that. So y is equal to 4. Here once 4 into 25. I'm not going to 24 at 6 and so 1.4. So y is equal to 63. Right? So now the for the x, y is 63, y equals 63. So we're going to substitute 2 times 63 minus 9x equals minus 148. 63 times 2, this is a 6 and this is a 4, 1. 9x is equal to minus 148. So minus 108 minus 126, we are going to 108 plus 126 is 9x equals minus 148 minus 126, right? So we add here. Are we together? Are we together in this case? So choose on the other side. So here 14, 431, that's a 3 and that's a 2, 234. Minus 9x equals to minus 230. Our calculations are correct. And then what are we going to do? Right, both sides are what? Negative 9 and give the negative, and this cancels out that. So 234 divided by 9. 9 into 9 once, 9 into 23. And into 9 into 18 plus 2, it's 5. And 9 into 54, how many times? What is 9 times 6? Should be 54. So it's 6 times 26. Are we together? Yes. So x is equal to 26. Therefore, x is equal to 26 when y is equal to 63. These are our answers. Then number 24, which is the last one, right? Right, that's the last question. How many minutes do you have now?
1 hour 36 minutes.
Okay. The straight line here passes through 2 semicolon negative 3 and is a gradient of 3. Find the equation of the line here in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. Right, that is 3. So we should just find x, y equals 2 minus 3 x, y, so minus 3 equals 3 times 2 plus c minus 3 equals 6 plus c, right? Minus 3 minus 6 equals c. So c is equal to negative. How to get that? 3 times 2 does a 6, and it? Then if 6 comes inside, it becomes minus. So c is equal to negative 9. Do you have any question? So the equation is y equals 3x minus 9. That's the equation. In the form y is equal to mx plus c. State the relationship between the line A and the line whose equation is y is equal to 3x minus 1. The relationship here is they are parallel lines. Why? Because parallel lines have the same gradient. You understand? Gradient here is 3 and the gradient here is what? Is 3. Then the last question. F of x is equal to 2x plus k squared. F of 2 is equal to 20. Find two possible values of k. Alright, it means 2 times 2 plus k squared is equal to 29, right? Because f of 2 is given as 20. Yes, k squared is equal to 29 minus 4, because this gives us 4, right? So k squared is equal to 25. So introduce the square root sign. Therefore, carbon negative k is equal to plus or minus 5. Plus or minus 5 carbon negative. This is the final answer. And this was the last C question. I hope that you all benefited from this revision, and we shall keep revising for you to pass mathematics with a distinction. Remember, mathematics was and will never be difficult if only you stay focused. So stay focused. See you in the next revision.